Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Monday night. You know what I'm saying? We're back here for the Chicago Flag Football Show. I'd like to first, off the top, say congratulations to the Villa Gorillas for bringing a championship back from Ohio back to the crib. You know what I'm saying? Congrats, y'all. Go look at the jury. I know pretty soon. You know, I got somebody backstage. Who's this backstage? Let me see who's this. This must be James. Get what's up, man?
Hey,
He said,
James is in the building finally.
hey, congratulations to the Columbus Raiders, man. They did their thing. You know what I'm saying? Congrats to them. You know
We
what I'm
appreciate it.
saying? You got the jury to show us, James?
Yeah, I got another one. Ohio's been good to me.
Show it off. You gotta show it off.
I didn't won 3 of these in Ohio.
Oh man,
I remember those
Three
days.
rings.
I remember those days. Shit.
Yeah, they were great. They were great.
hey, congrats to y'all, man. I know. Before we get deeper to that, man, we got Mr. Rios on here. What's up, brother? Man, thanks for coming on.
You ready know, man.
Hey, so any questions y'all got for Mr. Hey, actually, man, you told we talked a little bit before the show started, so kind of explain to people what we're going over. I think got some questions they can ask, man, because a little bit of this stuff was like out of your reach.
I
Yeah,
mean, first of all, I think the most thing is dressing is just the grass. The grass. We were at a community college. It's been raining like crazy here. We've been dealing with several locations for facilities, and with that being said, they couldn't cut the grass because it's too wet. You know what I mean? Bottom line, I can't go over there and grab a mower, start cutting the grass. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I wish I could pre-warn teams, but by time Friday, I was hoping Friday they can cut the grass, and the show must go on. As bottom line, that's what it was for me. So it ain't something intentionally that we didn't do. If we could have cut the grass, we would have cut the grass.
Right.
Trust
It's
me.
like a state thing. It's like you run into
It,
issues with the state. Yeah.
it is what it is, man.
at the end of the day, if everyone's complaining about just the grass, then I think you did a pretty good job with the tournament. All in all, we had a lot of teams travel out there. Just saying something for the tournament that you were running. We had a lot of teams travel because we wanted to see what kind of tournament was out there. And I think, like I said, if the grass is one thing we're talking about, it was a nice tournament to go to. I had fun. I can't speak for everybody else, but like I said, just the grass was the problem for the D3 teams. That's it.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Since yesterday, my phone been blowing up. It's just been nothing but the competition, the refs letting them play. Especially those teams that I don't know how it's down there, but playing a Maryland team, I think it's more physical. You know what I'm saying? Shit got physical out here, and I'm happy that some teams actually got to play and not it was not more of pity patter and people complaining. It was just straight having fun and playing ball.
Yeah, definitely.
Man, anybody here got questions like for Mr. Rios, like what's coming up next or whatever? Like what you got coming up next in Ohio? Like what's next?
I got the state finals. The state finals, BGG, Vanilla Gorillas was there last year. Phantoms was there. Black shirts. Same facility. Pay Settler, August 20th and 21st. Pretty much that's all I'm doing right now is that August tournament. But we're opening it up for several styles. This is the first time I ever opened up the tournament all the way from 4-man to 8 women's to co-ed. We're going to be doing about I think 7 styles. So I'm creating an element that I don't think it's ever been done. I'm actually going to try to do a national type of feel. I'm going to bring directors for each division. So, like for instance, like with the 5-man, I'm not going to be there. I'm going to have the head UFFL, director for there. So for co-ed, the director's going to be there. So I'm going to have them come all in. Hopefully work as a collective group and give that experience like a national. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I'm one person as much as I wanted to be at D3, but I had D1. I had my league director, which is Dustin. Shout out to him. Thanks for holding me down. Um, I'm one person, so I feel like with the Ohio State Finals, I'm going to create an element that could be a little bit more control. If somebody really got questioned about that division, about that type of style, all the way to the referees. So what I'm going to do so like once again, go back to 5-man. 5-man is big in North Carolina. That's where the the head directors from. So he's going to bring his refs for women's co-ed. They're going to bring their refs. So it's more going to be that type of style that it's more on a controller basing of people that actually want those type of questions. They know that style. I'm going to create that element, and I feel like it's more better for me because if I'm doing 8-man, I just want to handle 8-man. You know what I'm saying? So trust me, Shy. I told the D3 teams. You know, I wish I could have seen them, but man, I did 2 17-hour days, bro. It was fucking hectic. Mentally, it was spent, but you know, it's always 90% mental and 10% physical. You know what I'm saying? So I think August 20th or 21st is going to be one of the biggest tournaments I'm going to have, and I think one of the biggest tournaments I'm going to have in the last 2 or 3 years.
Is it gonna be the same location you say?
Yeah. Pace Settle Park. Man, they handle everything. It's super legit. Enough space. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be 2 days. 5-man is gonna be 1. Yeah, that's where we at right now.
Just tell them now that they're gonna get the fields cut. It's all good. You're gonna work on it.
Shit, fuck all that. They take care of that. They know what's hip. They know. Listen, man. I tell you this. Where I'm at in Lorraine, there's no flag football here. I'm the first one to create the flag football element in my city. So I try to support my city and, you know, bring some revenue to them. But it's hard because what it is field location. I don't have that stability to actually find something where there's 4 or 5 fields. So that's why the state finals is somewhere else and they're handling. It's actually a facility that has sports getting done. Like that LCC, they don't run nothing there.
Right.
They don't have no sports. Like, for instance, you know, people are like, well, why did the pro get cut? You know, because there's a pro play grass on the first day. It's because where we played, they play football there. So it was a school property, so they had it cut. So it's hard here in my hometown. And it's special for me because, you know, this is my hood. I've been born and raised here, and I want to show that support. But it's hard to actually get those fields of where I'm trying to do. So that's why I got to go somewhere else for these bigger events like the state finals and stuff like that.
Let me chime in real quick. I know you definitely have for your community too, because you're starting the youth and everything like that, and I see it blowing up on Facebook. So you're one of the first ones that have started that, putting, you know, videos out and everything like that. I know that we see a lot of these 7-on-7 tournaments that just blow up. One of our big teams out of here, boom. You know, I watch highlights on them every day. Kalon's a coach for them, so one of the dudes in our league. So I do definitely commend you on that. You know, you're representing your state, you're representing your town, and you know, you're raising these kids up to be good people. And you know, sports is the way to do that. So I do commend you on that.
And
more people
honestly,
like you, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I keep it 1,000 with you, bro. I don't get shit out of this. You know what I'm saying? I do this shit for the players. You know, I'll tell you this. Let's go ahead and mention this. When's the last time D3 took $1,500 home? Can anybody answer that?
I don't think so. I don't think
because it's not made. I honestly poured out. You know, I was just doing some revenue a couple days ago. I poured out in the last 2 years $25,000 to league play and to tournaments. I need these. I want to say this: these players are not getting taken care of. These teams that are sacrificing, paying this damn money, going to hotels. Why they got to come here and win just a trophy? You know what I'm saying? I'm a trendsetter, bro. I just want to set a standard for you guys. This whole rings, that's why now rings are popping up everywhere. It's being a trailblazer, and that's why I want to create the element. And that's why I do the highlights. That's why I do the graphics. I do everything on my own. So I want to create that element because at the end of the day, it's holding a standard and holding everybody else accountable. But like, damn, why Reckon is getting just a trophy and I'm paying $575? You know what I mean? For D1, it's $2,500. For 5-man open, that was $1,000. These tournaments, and listen, I'm not going to be saying no name, but all these tournaments that everybody's going, it's a shame that they're having 20, 30 teams in a division and not giving them no fucking money.
Yeah.
And they're giving them they lease it, they're giving them fucking ribbon around their neck. You know what I'm saying? It's just terrible. So I try to just create that element saying, hey, bro, if you're coming down here, you're gonna get paid. Shut up, play, do your thing, and win. Bottom line. They already know. The Columbus Raiders already know. Majority of everybody that come out here, I want to take care of the players. That's all I'm about. I'm a player first. What I tell people, I'm a player first before I'm a director. Because at the end of the day, I just got done playing about 2 or 3 years ago, and that's why I call it the players only. It's about you guys, and at the end of the day, without players, we won't have nothing. So that's why I just try to set that standard to understand that everybody moving forward, playing this flag game, just try to get that place where it's worth it. Because a lot of people, oh, listen, it's cool to go to Dallas, but at the end of the day, you mad as fuck because you ain't winning shit. It's just it's setting that standard for these teams and these players.
Yeah, we appreciate that, man. The flag world needs it, man. And so, what I'm saying? Big shout out to everybody from participating in that tournament, especially all the Chicago teams that came out. You got quite a bit of Chicago teams that come out too.
Yeah, yeah. It's just I appreciate that support. I'll be honest with you. I there's so much I want to do for you guys, because I know it's difficult over there, especially with the fields and just how you. I feel that you know I got a lot of complaints and just say, damn, bro, this is a lot of money that we're getting. Why? Because I know you guys are all playing on turf. It's hard. I know the money is just. I feel that support system from that Midwest is super dope, and I think this tournament wouldn't be successful without you guys. So that's why I wanted to be here. I wanted to be here to say thank you. I appreciate the whole Chi-Town showing love, and I think it's just bigger and better things coming up. I know you mentioned, what's coming up after August. I think I'm going to create something called the best of the Elite Series and try to hit Chicago, Detroit, and Ohio, and basically have like a tournament that's going to revenue around $10,000 where I can give out in different divisions and shit like that, and just have a little circuit because some of these guys don't want to go out the outskirts or going to Vegas or Dallas or something. So if I can get a little bit closer and create a series for you guys, I could definitely get to something like a weekend warrior. Jason's doing a great job out there doing that, and I feel like it's just for an 8-man community. I feel like it's something that we should build. Something that we have a standard because this 8-man, I feel like I feel like we're left in the dark, bro. We keep it 1,000 with you. It's all about this fucking 4-man, 5-man, 7-man. We're not on that platform. We're not getting taken care of. I think at the end of the day, I think we got to hold the standards to tell them like 8-man is important too. You know what I'm saying? But they don't like the whole concept. Oh man, too much bitching, too much contact. And I know 8-man brings a lot of. I know 8-man brings a lot of fights too. But it's just, I'll be honest with you. I think that they had a little scuffle in D3, but D1, bro, I ain't have no problems. And, a little bickering back and forth, but no fights, nothing like that. It's just how you hold that element around for the players and the teams, and you can run a great tournament. It's just having that person to know how to run it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And there was a couple things that you addressed there. Actually being a player before you were actually, setting up all these tournaments. You actually can see that the winnings, that's what most people talk about is we want to get more money out of this. Like you would think that all the money that we put into it, you would think there'd be more for the winnings, and there's not been.
Got to give back, bro. You got to give back.
And that's been said, that's been echoed by a lot of people, is if there was more money in the pot for at the end for the winnings, you'd get more teams willing to travel more farther, put in a little bit more time and effort to do these things. Same thing, like you said, also with nationals, the 8-man, we're always out there. There's a lot of teams out there, but we don't get the coverage, like you said, like 5-man, like 7-man, like 4-man.
Yeah.
There's always people who are like, hey, I can't watch you guys down there. Where is it live? And they're like, I can find 5-man games, find 7-man, but I can't find 8-man. And that's been a problem for years.
Yeah, I totally agree. And that's what myself, I think when they approached me a couple of years ago to be the director, I think when they seen the league, they're like, man, what the fuck are you doing out there? Like, My first Best of Elite series, I had Windy City Hammer come down here. I had Gorillas of Detroit. I had I had all the big names out here, and just because I was doing the live streaming. I gave out, I think at that time, I still was giving out $2,500. You know what I'm saying? I set a standard. Everybody was like, well, we should just only get rings in national. Fuck that. I'm tired of, I won so many titles, bro. You see them right here. I'm, I'm filthy. This is not even half of it. This is a third of it. You know what I'm saying? But half the shit, you don't, this is what I want to come. I want one of these. I want one of these. Let me see. I want one of these. I don't know. My hand's gonna get kind of heavy really quick. Let me see. I want one of
You
these.
just gonna rub it all in my
Let me hold on. Let me see. Yeah, I don't. This is what I'm here. I'm here to do this. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to do this, and I feel like that standard right there is what should be deserved for you guys, because at the end of the day, those medals or not even getting anything is just it's terrible, bro. It's fucking terrible. Like, it's very pathetic, especially when a fucking industry has so fucking money and nobody's getting rewarded, bro. It's terrible, and you want these teams to come, and you're wondering why they're not coming, or you're wondering why they're not signing up, bro, because they're not getting shit. Tell them to step their fucking game up. They know who the fuck they are. Step your fucking game up, and that goes to everybody. Step your fucking game up and give these motherfuckers what they deserve. You know what I'm saying? Give them what they deserve, and I think that's just holding the standard.
Oh yeah, I appreciate that, man. Anybody got any questions for him, man? Anybody just watching got any questions? Just post them up. We'll ask. As a question's posted up, we'll just ask them. But
you traveled out there heavy this weekend. You gonna bring a lot of teams out to us in the summer?
Who you talking about? Myself for for Ohio?
Yeah, you're gonna bring them down to with the
No, I keep it 1,000, bro. Ohio don't fucking travel, bro. I just remember, me personally, I just tried to hold that standard once again for these teams. Ohio, see, that's why I don't want to fucking drop names. Is this whole entity shit? This is the problem. They follow the entities. So that's why motherfuckers don't go that way, because the entities are different. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get teams now because you're having a nationals out there, supposedly. You know what I'm saying? Ohio teams are just they're going to follow the entities, so they don't know nothing about Chicago. That's why the fuck they don't travel. Me personally, I can take my team because I want to support as much as, but they're not going to go nowhere. They're not going to. That's the bottom line. No outsider's going to go there. No true Cardinals going to go there. They're not going to do it. It's just because they're just stuck into, well, we're not going to that national, so why should we go?
I see. I get what you're saying.
That's what it is, bro. That's what it is. They don't give a fuck. They're not worried about that. They'd rather go to a Maryland or something like that where they can get the points. And honestly, if some teams are smart, that's what they go for. They go for the points and they go for the certain entities. And I fucks with them. I think it's good, but I just feel like, Ohio teams are not traveling. And that's something that I can't do now, because remember, I'm a UFFL director. If you want to look at it, look at the category of both of them and look how many Ohio teams are in UFFL and look how many Ohio teams are in FFWCT. And you'll realize the difference and where the market's at. Right now, you can go to the list, and you can't even count that many Ohio teams. Columbus Raiders. Columbus Raiders is probably the only one to go out there to show some love, and they did it last year. They went out there. They went out there last year. That's the only, because they're following the points.
yeah, I got it, man. So,
all right, brother, I got all the answers. So let me know. Drop them now, because I can talk forever. You know what I mean? For real, I'm keeping 1,000 with you, because it's just terrible, the shit that I'm seeing, and I wanted just to make sure that, bro, at the end of the day, for the experience, especially for Vanilla Gorillas, playing them, my team played them at nationals. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, you didn't win. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Gave you guys
But
that game.
Hey, at the end of the day, bro, it's that standard, bro. It's terrible. It's just I want to know what I'm trying to tell you guys for like me personally, anything I throw is gonna be supporting you guys because you guys support me, so I'm gonna support you.
Sure.
We appreciate that, and that's like I said. That's why we had a lot of support for you this weekend. And let's get into this weekend. Let's talk about this tournament. And I think everybody. I think
Wait,
everyone.
wait, does homeboy from Phantom got his ice cream? You heard me? Before we talk, you got his ice cream? Ty, you got your ice cream because it's gonna be double scoop time.
Oh, double scoop. Okay.
Yeah,
Let me go run upstairs and get it.
yeah.
I think I got some left over. I think I got some.
Look, and we're definitely going to talk about that. That was surprising. That was one. So let's start with three first.
Hell of a fucking series.
Hey,
Let Ty sit there and wait before we get into.
wait. Hey, before we get to D3, I said I was gonna do this. I gotta fucking do this shit again. God damn it. I'm a jinx and Ty know I'm a jinx shot. Ty don't even say anything. I pick you guys every time they fucking like so hey, BGs, I apologize.
Again, apologize again every week. Apologize to their ass.
Man,
Hey, I'm sorry.
it's almost comical, right? Like, I mean, I wasn't there when we beat Phantoms. Obviously, I moved 2 weeks ago, but like,
I
we
was.
just came off beating one of the top 2 teams in NFE. We always travel well. We always have people at tournaments, always. And all 3 of y'all was like, oh, Death Row, yeah, they got some athletes. Yeah, look out. And they couldn't even make it out of the first game. Like, damn, that's messed up.
I want to.
And that happened.
I picked another team that just as worse.
First off,
I picked a bad team.
Yeah, I played on Death Row. I wasn't.
And I apologize publicly for picking that bad team this week. I saw something happen and I said, that was a bad pick. My
Ty,
bad.
I tried to show you last week. We picked you off twice in the red zone. Try to show you what we were doing. Try to show you.
Hey,
You guys had a hell of a tournament. Like I said, it's none. We have to eat our words because we did pick against you guys. Especially since you guys have been having good tournaments. You guys play in the NFE, which I mean, we've been repeating week after week. If you really want to play with the, and compete in these tournaments, why not play the top dogs in your own league? So you guys have always stepped up. You guys have been playing in the NFE the last couple of years. Last Nationals, you guys had a good run. And then you guys lost one of your major quarterbacks and you guys retooled, got better. Yeah, you guys were a sleeper pick. Shouldn't have been. We all picked against you. You guys showed us. You made us eat our words, kind of like New Wave did in the last tournament they were in. Let's hope that doesn't go the same way it did with them.
Hey, no, this is a little different, Jeremy. Like, I think everybody fucking went against VGs. That was
Just keep picking against them so that they could just keep winning. I think they'll like
picking
that.
underdogs. Give them something to talk about.
Please do. Hey, I got one thing before we keep going on. I played with Ja with Spartans. Hendo, we played together in Spartans and stuff.
Right.
Ja called us out last week. He said he's not worried about VGs. Ja doesn't touch the field when we play against those guys. I was on the sideline in the chairs.
Hey, where you at, Ja?
That's my guy. But
I know you're on here, man. I've seen your name.
oh shit.
Ja, you got one of these?
Nah, but
Damn, Ja.
oh damn. Good.
Oh shit, yeah.
So this is
That shit, man.
this is the thing though, right? Like for the longest time we were tapping Co, right? And the truth is you need a quarterback, right? We all know that. I mean, look at Bunch when Padron moved on. Look at how quick other teams fall apart without consistency at quarterback, and I kind of the old guard into the new. When Tap decided to leave full time, we already kind of had a lot of things in place, and honestly, it's just a huge shout out. It's a huge testament to the VGs as a collective, the captain specifically, right? Vince, obviously, huge part. Batman coming over, Billy, Superman, just kind of the core that, people don't know this, right? Little secret here, like, dude, Vince and those guys put in so much work throughout the week for this team. Like we're watching film, game plan, strategy. Like we're finally getting consistent practices. That's what makes a consistent team. That's the team that lost a quarterback and moved on to a new one. and is able to just find balance. And obviously there's teams out there right now that have phenomenal athletes. I won't name names, Dom. And they can't find themselves because of their egos. And I told these people to their face, like, you can have all the athletes in the world. It doesn't cut it though. You might win once or twice, or you might win a tournament. You're not going to win a nationals like that. You got to have consistency, and you got to have leaders on your team. And I'm done rambling, but that's what VGs is all about. VGs football is play your part, do your role, and just let the game come to you. And we do that collectively, consistently.
Hey, I know Rios. I know before we even got on, you was talking about Vince at quarterback, man, giving him all props and like.
Yeah, I keep it 1,000. Like I said, playing them in nationals, and then them coming out winning this tournament, because there were some dogs in this tournament. I heard Savage and Furious coming out that fucking losers bracket was smacking people, and the Canes, like I said, all these teams are on a national base, and them to come out to lose their quarterback and have somebody to step in and fucking dog the market, that's absolutely amazing. So hats out to you guys, just coming in and just getting back to it and coming on top this weekend.
Thanks for the ring. I appreciate it. It's nice.
Yeah, the ring was a nice touch. Hey, somebody let Dom know though, when he gets to a natty, like a ship, he can come talk to me.
Yeah, I mean, you just let him know he's on. You let him know.
He's talking to you,
man.
Yeah, he's talking. Yeah. So Stan will let you know, Dom, that you got to talk to him when you get to the nationals. Okay.
Or at least to a championship game.
Yeah, I mean,
From Sam.
That was my pick. That was
just
my pick.
I was just repeating.
I thought New Wave was gonna come in.
Yeah.
I thought New Wave was gonna come in and win this shit, because all that shit that I've been seeing in Chicago, them beating those top teams that's coming out that tournament. But then when I seen players just drop, it was a fade in the way. I said they're a whole different team, and as soon as they came in and shit the bed out here in Ohio, I was like, wow.
Yeah, they've been having a rough couple weeks before this too. They're trying to right the ship over there, and it's been a rough one. But let me ask Billy and Sam. Let me ask you a question. What did you guys see this weekend that you could take advantage of coming out of that first game? Because I know you watched Death Row versus Team 5 the first game, and then you guys had them. What do you think you guys did this tournament that helped you throughout the Sunday that you saw on Saturday?
Go ahead, Sam.
Well, I mean, I don't think we ever do anything special at tournaments. Like I said, we do what we're supposed to do. Like, everyone plays their role. Like, there's no egos on this team, man. We went in again. I'm trying to think Team 5, because that was the first game. I mean, obviously our offense is our offense, but defensively, we adjusted to what they were doing. We have a pretty good spread D. We have some lanky, fast D linemen, and it makes a big difference against a spread team when you got range like that. And then when we played Canes with those 4 blockers, we got beef. When you got depth like we had this weekend and can turn that out consistently, you saw the result.
Yeah, I mean, we have a quarterback and we have a D-line, and that's the keys to winning everything.
And you guys play a very, very smart in the secondary. You guys are very smart. You guys will never really be out of position. You guys picked up really good pieces regarding that. I mean, you guys are always in the right spot at the right time. So yeah, you did pick us off a couple times, but we'll see you guys again. We're gonna see you guys again.
I hope so.
But you guys have
Sam.
been killing it. You guys have picked up the right
Sam.
pieces.
Who's 44 on your team? He plays defensive line, black dude.
Chris. We were talking about that dude last week. He is good.
Yeah, he's nice. He's nice. I brought him up in the chat. He's nice.
Chris
I mean, you guys got to realize too. Chris played, I think, on Punch for a while, and Chris was always solid. But it's like anybody that works on their craft, right, and gets better, and then you find the right fit. When Chris came to our squad, and you got some good pieces around him, he's not the only guy on the D line. That's no offense to his previous team. I mean, look at how effective he is. Getting upfield, A-gap, like I said, that dude is just long. It's so hard to get the ball over the top when he's coming at you.
And like I
Big
said,
shot.
he could do both. He could rush both. He could rush spread because he's so lanky, and he's long enough to do those swim moves to get under people and then bat the ball down. He has been killing it. He's got 2 picks against us.
He was our defensive MVP. I mean, there was a reason for that. He had a phenomenal tournament. In fact, just a testament to how good he is. He ran down two dudes on 2 different plays, like straight hawked them, full layout.
15 yards downfield.
So,
Yeah, he has been balling, man.
That's a James special right there. James does that. Tell him, James.
Yeah, he does. He gets back.
It's not my turn yet.
Games.
He says that it's turn. He says it's not his turn yet.
It's not my
He
turn.
lied,
Yet.
and you
And
know
I
what
appreciate
he did? He lied to me and said that he was hurt, right? And
Lied
then
to all of us.
right, and then he goes, "I'm gonna pick James this week," and I said, "No, don't pick no James. He's hurt." And then he goes out and balls this weekend.
I had to take some real drugs.
I know you
out there.
did.
James, you really played him like that?
I
You
really
played
did
him.
hurt my groin. I got an ice pack on it right now.
Man, you're playing. That thing has not been in the freezer. You just bought that. You got that out of your Walmart bag. Get up out of here.
I mean, that was the best kept secret on the Raiders, I guess. He was
No,
hurt.
yeah, right.
Hey, I was not about to tell you that. I didn't drive 5 hours not to play.
Hey, so man, hey, speaking of which, I'm gonna bring this up. Going back to D3, Wild Bunch, I thought, like a lot of people thought, was gonna win. There are pro team playing at D3 and went and they shit the bed. Like I
First
thought,
of all, why were they in D3? It makes no
So
sense.
you want me to explain that?
Yeah,
you want me
yeah.
to explain that? Let's explain that because remember they registered, all right? So at the end of the day, you know, they registered, they went to nationals at D3. I think I don't know what it was where you guys had a tournament. Suddenly they list themselves as a D1. Okay. Me personally, I did not know that in the rankings they went to D1, and I never knew they were a pro team because I always seen them play D3. So like people are labeling them as a D1 because I don't know what they did. Did you explain to me what they merged with somebody or
Yeah,
something?
they
Did not
undisputed guys, and which was
okay,
Showtime.
boom.
So yeah, that's what
So
happened.
when it came to it, homeboy Nick, when the smoke came above, he was like, "Look, bro, we're not ready to play D1. I ain't so no cap, bro. I ain't give a fuck." It was like if we can't play D2, we'd rather play D3, and that's what it was. That's bottom line. So I don't know, it was more avoiding the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Or they really wasn't prepared to play that division when it came to it. So
Look,
I don't
yeah.
know. At the end of the day, they were listed to me as a D3 team, and that's why we kept them there because they haven't played actually in a tournament for D1. They played whatever. Yeah, they haven't played in a tournament for D1. So I think it's more of people saying, "Hey, yeah, they got a couple players," but everybody fucking do that. Everybody. That's just like, for instance, for us. I just the Monstars. Monstars. I didn't get enough players. I had about like 11 players freaking retire. I didn't want to avoid the smoke, so I created the Goon Squad. And we went in D1 and knocked down the world champions. You know what I'm saying? And put them down to the loser bracket. You know what I'm saying? With 12 guys. So it depends where you really want the smoke. Some people avoid it, some people don't.
Yeah, let Torres talk about that. He played him this weekend.
But how was that, Dave? Come on, you
Man, tell him what you were telling me, Dave.
Dave, talk your shit, Dave.
Man, you know, going into the game, obviously, you know, hear these big names, you know what I mean? The Gurrells and the Dalton boys and, you know what I mean, Crop at quarterback. And me personally, I just love playing the game and I love playing against everybody. But, you know, going in, they were like, man, we kind of don't want to play bunch. And then when we got in the game and our O-line was like really neutralizing their D-line, they weren't getting no pressure. Josh was moving the ball. You know what I mean? Then he hit a 50-yard field goal. Like, that shit was ridiculous, man. Into the wind, 50-yard field goal, tall-ass grass. So that kind of set
Hey,
our
listen,
momentum
bro.
to like,
Listen, bro.
hey,
Stop
we
fucking
just
talking about the fucking grass, okay? All right.
hey, you
If
know, I was
Sam,
just putting
if
that
Sam's
shit out
not talking
there,
about the
man.
grass, you can't talk about the grass, bro.
Really
All
coached
right.
on that grass this weekend.
So
All
so
right.
so that set the momentum for us, and then you know we were only 10 guys deep, 11
Yep.
guys actually, and then we just looked at each other, man. We was like, look, let's go out here and fucking ball, bro. Like we just moved the ball on them, you know what I mean, and we were stopping them and shit. We all of that wild bunch hype, that shit just it was out the door, you know what I mean, and offense played great, defense played great, and we came out with that win. It felt good. It felt good because I want to say Ty, Jeremy, Hendo, y'all picked against us too. And
But
you know it feels good to shut y'all up sometimes. You
Good
know
thing
what I
that
mean?
record doesn't mean shit.
How do you play against Pacing? It's the dumbest shit ever.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Hey, look, we thought they got the former Hammer guys and Showtime, whatever.
Well, yeah,
They like,
you have to understand coming into that when you hear Wild Bunch going against Super Friends, like you just said, you hear those names, you've seen them play, you're gonna come out there. Everyone on here except for June and probably the Raiders guys, and knew that they were going down to avoid the big guys to play in what we thought was a lower division for them because of the names they had. They had a shitty outing this weekend. Let's not hold it back, okay? They were horrible. They came down, they avoided the top guys, and they got rolled by the guys they thought that they were going to roll. Let's be honest.
hey, did Brotherhood beat Wild Bunch too?
No.
I'm about to say, dude. I was about to walk. I was about to leave and let y'all close the rest
no,
of the show.
they did win though. They did win though. I will give them credit for winning. They beat Team 5, so I will give them credit for winning.
Oh,
We
I
picked
thought they
against
beat
them,
Bunch.
but yeah.
I was about to let y'all finish the show and go sit in my car in the garage. But they
No, they ended up beating Brotherhood, and then I think they lost to Canes after that, I believe.
Wait, so I asked you a question, Torres. Did Santa Claus give y'all gifts too?
Did he what?
Did he give y'all gifts, Santa Claus?
Talking about
Did he
crap.
give us gifts? Oh man, you know what? He almost did. I dropped it, bro. I dropped that motherfucker, bro. I read it.
We did
jumped
say
it.
that was the deciding factor.
I
I
did.
dropped it.
Rob gonna be throwing picks.
I said cross play.
No, man. That wide receiver, his name is Ben Garland. That motherfucker was cooking out there, boy. I'm telling you, he was cooking out there. He beat somebody so bad, it was like 20-yard difference from when he caught the ball to where his guy was.
Man, forget about Ben Garland. I heard about you. 150 at least.
Dave was torching.
It was about 80, 90. It was about 80, 90 for about
Hey, but
seven
that's a
catches,
great
80.
example. That's a great example of scheme, right? Like good scheme,
Yeah.
solid quarterback play beats super athletic team like 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
that, they out schemed him.
I don't know if you guys seen my comment, man, and it's not throwing no shots, but you know when, like you said, Sam, when you ain't got the guys that want to play their role and do what they're supposed to do, you know what I mean? Like they got so much talent over there. There's no way people should be going both ways all the time, and you got a fucking beast on the sideline. You know what I mean? Like just because of who you are, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't think people will win like that at all.
You're right. I mean, let's be 100. You know, they had the undisputed thing. You know what I'm saying? They merged together, and people was getting that ass. You got to have people that know they role. You can have a bunch of ballers on the goddamn field, but if you can have some ballers and some role players, people know they role. That's what matters. But you got people trying to play both sides of the ball because they want to just do everything. They ain't got no faith in the next man, so they're hogging the field. And we all see that shit. We know who it is, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You got to have faith in the next man, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's why you got like nice people to show up.
I woke up. I ain't gonna say no name, but I woke up to a text message. It was a screenshot from somebody off of Undisputed Hammer. Like, bro, you said that shit 100% right, bro. Like, and this motherfucker don't never text me, bro. Like, we don't even talk. You know what I mean? Like, and he texted me. He's like, bro, you 100% right. Like, if you said something right, this is what the fuck you said right.
Yeah,
man, I don't like y'all. A lot of y'all know a lot of names. I ain't saying it. June know people who following different teams, following associations. And don't talk about stuff.
James
We all know
all
who it
that
is.
team.
They talking about I got an anonymous text. Nigga, y'all better tell the truth.
Hey, so you want me to say
Y'all
Ryan Guerrero playing defense and offense? Somebody else be playing D line? That's what you hate me to say. Ryan Guerrero can't play both sides. Ryan Guerrero can't coach. You got to play a role.
No,
That's
should he
exactly
be
what I
playing?
want to hear.
Should he be
Exactly.
playing both sides with all that talent over there? That's the real question. Is he playing because
That's what I'm
saying he
talking
should
about.
be
Give me
playing?
the tea.
Or is he sitting there, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a bunch of guys sitting on the sideline, like Dave said, that should be out there, but then he's playing on both sides. Is that his decision to play? You know what I'm saying? Is he in Nick's ear saying, hey, I need to be out
No.
there on offense? Because it has happened in other teams.
I would think so. You know what I mean? I would
A
think
lot of people have left
probably
other
him saying-
teams.
but he's good enough to do it. You know what I mean? But like to not get off the field at all. You know what I mean? Like I just think like
You can't have like a player that's at 100% that's ready that can ball on the sideline. You going both ways. You got to come as a team in jail. That's why honestly, look at BG's. BG's got chemistry. I played with BG's with y'all in the tournament before, and y'all got this like wicked ass offense. It's like fucking dope as fuck. So everybody's involved. Like if you're a lineman, you're gonna be fucking tired as fuck because you're gonna be running routes. You know what I'm saying? So, but BG's jail, they don't argue. And I played. There's no argument on the fucking sideline. There's no fuck you, all this stuff. Everybody just play, man, and communicate. Like Sam, remember we was down there with what was that Monsters when we finished third or fourth, dude. Like we just fucking down there and it wasn't no arguing like Marlon was playing QB. We was just fucking just balling, bro. That's what teams is. It's like you got some talent, some smart guys, put that chemistry together, just ball, man. Like
I mean, Kendall commented that every team goes both ways. I think we had 3 guys go both ways this weekend, purely out of necessity. And you know, I think you all can agree. I'm not a bad center. I'm not going to say I'm the best, but I mean, I'm solid. And we had a guy come Sunday who's better than me, and he played center. And I was like, let's go. And I moved over to the up back position, and I got no beef with that. I'm a pretty good rusher too. I rushed occasionally this weekend, but the point is like some of our best athletes don't need to go both ways. We just use them where they're best utilized, and that's a team, right? That's chemistry. To your point, Hendo.
Hey, Hendo, I'm going both ways, and I'm garbage on offense.
He is. He can't catch the ball, bro.
On offense,
Trash.
please. I do not want to be on that side of the ball.
Hey, nothing
I mean,
is wrong.
time and situation for two-way players. You know what I'm saying? Like with the Raiders, we got maybe 3 guys that we really look at and say, all right, in this situation, we need y'all in. But I got a lot of versatile dudes. I got 8 dudes that can play DB. I got 8 dudes that can play receiver, and they can all do it well. But it's time and situation. You know what I mean? When you got to make that decision on who can go, but you got to have the dudes that, like you all said, that are willing to play their roles and know when it's time, and no one gets pissed off, and you make plays happen.
Yeah, like you said, that know their roles, not try to get in there because they need to be in there. You know, like you said, you put them in.
they want to be in there, not need to be in there.
Situation like, I need you in here. They're not on the sideline. Like, I need to be in there.
We had guys there that only played special teams, and they knew it coming in. Like, you're gonna play special teams. That's it. But going into it, they knew it, so it wasn't anything a shocker to them.
Yeah.
So it's all about the communication within the team,
and that's honestly, why y'all win championships, though, bro. What's your name, Raiders? That's why y'all win championships because.
What's your name?
I was just telling
Rob,
somebody.
Rob.
Rob.
Tell him, Rob, who you are.
Nice
Tell him who you are.
But that's why you win championships, though, man. Because I was just talking to somebody off Brotherhood about this. Like, they're like, man, well, we should have merged with you guys. No, you can't merge with us because at the same time, like, there's guys that don't want to play that role. You know what I mean? Like, like they just don't want to play that role. And we don't want to play that role.
Hey, that Wild Bunch win and went to his head. He like, nah.
No. Hey, look, don't get it twisted, man. Like we had a shitty show in this weekend, man. But those 11 guys that came out, I balled them any day, and we just went down to Nationals and placed third. Like. We are a good team, and
you guys didn't have a shitty showing at all. You guys balling with 12 guys on the field, kicking people's ass.
Yeah, a lot of people bailed out last minute, so y'all didn't. Yeah, not a shitty show, especially to beat a D1 team. That's a challenge.
I played with Dave for way too long. I never want to play with Dave ever again. But Dave, you were solid this weekend, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Samad said. Give names. Who you talked to in Brotherhood? You told wouldn't merge.
We showing rings off.
I ain't doing that, man. I ain't doing that.
Just a little double dip. That's all.
Hey, that was impressive, man.
Well, when we going to get into that
Hey,
touchy
you
subject,
want to know
let's
when
get
we
in
knew
that
we
touchy
won that?
subject.
Let's
Hey,
jump
hey,
into it.
you want to know?
Let's jump in that
You want to
touchy
know when we
subject.
knew we won that? Is when we were going through the hands and they were talking hella shit.
Oh.
Because when they won that game, they put it on us the first one, but it was because of our mistakes. It wasn't because we felt like they lined up and just beat us. And we knew we had STV. We got their number. I said, look, let's just get it all out. And when we got back to the finals, we knew it was a wrap.
What made y'all? Because Phantom scored first, right? That first game in the championship, the first game.
Yeah, but that's.
They
I
came
mean,
out.
we
They
ain't
came
worried
right
about
out.
that.
But like y'all won't work. They scored first. Like y'all want like what? How did y'all change? Like what made y'all change that they scored first? Like were y'all rushing through? Like what did y'all do? Like to change the momentum of the game?
Honestly, I'm gonna put it on that D line. Our D line, those dudes on their line didn't want it. They didn't want that mess because we had guys rotating in, hitting them in the mouth every play, and you could just see it in their eyes. They didn't want it.
Jeez.
I'm being
Damn.
real. We wanted it more than they did. That's all it was.
That's the first
You guys
time I
did
ever
want it
seen
more
the
than us.
Phantoms. Like, it was a fucking quiet as fuck. I'm talking about. This is the first time I keep 1,000 with you. It's like me watching from the outside. I seen players taking off their jerseys. I seen players yelling at each other. This is why we can't do this. They were so discombobulated. And I think what it was, when I seen Phantom, they was running this certain offense. They were like sticking to the same thing. And I think that when they started switching it up and that weather hit them and that rain, forget about it. Forget about it. And then couple punch in the mouth, and it was a wrap. It was a wrap. Then that final game, they were gassed. It was 20 something to 0 at one point.
22.
Yeah.
But the thing with the Phantoms is like I've played them a few times and I've never really had like where they were shit talkers and they were shit talking and it's like all right, here we go. Like I don't know.
So you say that first game that you guys lost, you say after that game they started running their mouths and you guys
through the line, yeah. Through the line. They were talking crazy.
Yeah, the pre-workout ran out. That's what happened. The pre-workout ran out. That's what happened.
But no, I mean, I got much love for those dudes. They play hard as hell. I mean, they did.
They had a great tournament.
But their corner, who was a dumbass for hitting our quarterback, and he's lucky our big boy didn't get hands on him or he had been ripped in half.
That would have been Dean he talking about, just in case anybody's wondering.
He's lucky big boy on our team didn't get hands on him, June, because that would have been ugly.
Hey, so,
but that's what I'm saying. We let you guys play. We let you guys play. You guys played, and I think that's what the whole physicality. That's what I feel like this tournament, and I got this from a lot of players, and this is from the D3 side, and this because remember there was only one team out of Chicago in the D1, but that D3 I got a lot of saying, man, bro, the way we play in Chicago, they don't let us play like that. You know what I mean? And I think honestly, when he got lit on the side. That's something we see all the time, bro. That's something we see. It's fair enough, but remember, it's going to come back, and I think that's what it was. As soon as this shit turned up, the fire started raising, and say, look, the fucking Rob, no, don't take this with a grain of salt, okay? 35 and older Cub came in and whooped all these young punks up. That's what it was. Because half of Rob's team are veterans. You know what I'm saying? They're veterans. They're old school. And they're veterans. And they know how to play with each other. They have no egos. And this is going back to all the conversations when sometimes it's better off to having those 11, those 12, those 13 guys. You know what I'm saying? But with the Raiders, getting some youth in there and then having the veterans just lead them in the right direction, bro, that's what I think set the tone for the Raiders beating the Phantoms. Because at the end of the day, fucking Phantoms folded, but they folded more than just gameplay. They folded on the sideline. They started playing against each other. And once you play against each other, it's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap.
Yeah. I played on Phantoms for a little bit, and that's one thing that they always did have. A lot like BGs is they always stayed together. they always tried to keep it positive and uplift each other. And I think after blowing us out the way they did that first game, which was really embarrassing, it just made the Raiders wake up. They went into spread in that 40, a 3-quarterback look, and we got some help with the rain. And they kind of bitched up, and they just unfolded. Like they're soft mentally. I told the team 10 times out of 10, if we get a lead, they'll fold. They're front runners. They're not going to come back from behind and beat us. And the first game, we just didn't play physical enough. The second game, I said, hit everything moving. And, they, like you said, on the sideline, people taking their jerseys off, quitting. And that's just not how Phantoms usually play. So
they don't. It was crazy because I ain't never seen that out of team that I love the Phantoms, bro. I love them since they've been showing me support. They're a great team. But then when I seen that shit and people just blaming each other and not following Padron, that's his last name, not following it was a wrap. I mean, you could testify it up there too.
I couldn't agree more. We folded on the sideline, especially once this rain started. I look back, I'm the only one warming up, and I'm like, this is gonna be a problem. This is gonna be a problem. We didn't have I don't know. It was just a bad showing. We should have. I honestly thought we won this. We were going to win that first game when I made that catch over the middle, and then we made a crucial pick in the red zone. That would have put us up, at least a touchdown there, or if not 2 points with the field goal. But honestly, you guys, I'll give it to you. You guys wanted it more than us. That's literally, like you guys said, you guys wanted it more.
Hey, Ty,
when we started talking shit, like you said, it was a wrap. We were talking way too much. We had to control our young guys. We didn't.
Hey, Ty, with that play, I think y'all were about 6. We all threw that pick. I could have kicked the field goal or something, right? I don't know if I had to. I was watching live.
We were down.
Right.
So we were down. They scored before half, and then that put you guys up 8-6, and then we ended up getting a stop on defense, and then
we got the pick.
Yeah, I caught the ball over the middle on a post. We were within the 30-yard line.
That was
missed flag pulls, wasn't it, Ty? It was. I seen a couple missed flag pulls on your guys' end. The church gets a big play.
A lot of those.
I think it was like a fourth down, man. Fourth and
a lot of them,
man. And it was a missed flag pull that the guy took off down the sideline, got the first down, and then they ended up scoring on that drive too.
But on that,
you guys had it though.
On that pick. Do you think that Phantom should have kicked the field goal? I think it was field goal range, but you got a kicker.
It was second down.
Second down? Okay, no.
Yeah, it was second.
It was fringe field goal range because they had a backwards pass one play.
Oh, right. Okay, so then yeah.
Somebody said you should have kicked.
Yeah, I felt like I think I went live for like the first game for the half, and I was saying on the live like the teams were not taking advantage of their, like at one time the Phantoms were up and they were doing dumb shit like, yo, run the fucking clock. You got a kicker, play conservative, but they wasn't. They were playing daring, which is cool at times. You can play like that, but you can't play like that against the Columbus Raiders. They're going to capitalize. And I don't know what it was.
They were.
That's fucking them up.
You guys, here's something I'll say about the Phantoms: is you guys, that second time we played you, we threw a lot of joker coverages and confused your quarterback. He thought he had stuff and he didn't, and he threw a lot of picks.
Timely,
we play a lot of joker coverages.
Yeah,
and it fucked him up. He thought he had some stuff that he just didn't have, and we played right into our hands, and we knew we had them. A lot of teams don't play joker coverages. I mean, that's just reality. A lot of teams just line up what it is, and that's what you think you're in. We don't do that. But, a pick in a game can completely swing a game. So we like to be really aggressive and disguise a lot of stuff. But I got usually 6 guys on the field that could all rush. You know what I mean? Like, you can put their hand in the dirt, but can stand up and play DB. So, I mean, the game's evolved so much, and when you got to look at, if you want to be at the top of the mountain, you got to look at AU, you got to look at Kings of Florida, and be like, shit, how can I match up against that? Because if I can match up against that, I can beat anybody. And that's what it was years ago when Extreme Odds was on top, right? I'm like, how can we match against Extreme Odds? And every time we played them, it was like a one-score game. But then when we played teams like Windy City, we're gonna beat the shit out of them. We knew it because we could play against Extreme Odds. And we did. We threw 4 picks against them in the Red Cup and still beat their ass. I mean,
well,
and honestly,
hey,
they're natties. I'm saying this now, asterisks, because they didn't play us, because they didn't beat us those years when they got those natties. They just didn't see us at nationals.
I've heard that.
Well, all I'm gonna say is no Alton Marshall, no problem. If he ain't on the field, ain't no problem.
Hey, mad respect, Ty. Not a single excuse. Just owned it. I mean, that's true captain right there. I would ask you though, the next time you're going to see these guys again at some point. I mean, do you adjust offensively? Like, do you know? I don't think defensively you guys were terribly off. Like today's point, a lot of missed flagpoles. Like, what's kind of the difference the next time? Because
listen, not to cut you off. Their defense was ass. Their defense was ass.
Dead ass.
They literally listen. Y'all listen for real.
I didn't think it was
Bro,
that bad.
they was running the same fucking play over and over and over. They did not know how to play the spread. If they didn't pick the third quarterback, they were getting eaten up by the slot. The fucking center, and I ain't gonna lie, my man's had fucking 200 yards reception because it was just dump. It was just they could not stop the fucking spread, bro. It was ass. So I'm not gonna give it saying the defense was good because that shit was trash. You know what I mean?
Yes, Sam, they didn't take nothing away. They gave us the third quarterback.
Yes.
They gave us the center.
Yes.
They let the quarterback run. They didn't take anything
They
away.
getting beat deep.
Well,
They got beat deep a couple times.
Hey, Ty, don't worry. We'll let you guys practice against us, and you'll beat their ass next time. It's all right.
Yeah, I was just gonna end it by saying though that like
Put that
I will
money
say,
up.
the last 4 or 5 years though, what I think has seriously accelerated teams and competitive edge is the film. I mean, when you can go watch a team like Phantoms who's consistently good over and over again on film and then scheme, I mean, it makes all the difference. And so that's why I'm just curious, like, what do you do moving forward? Apologies, I'm not watching the game.
Because
No,
of
you're
June's
good. You
league.
guys were
I told
celebrating.
June he's got to stop filming in the league because we went down to nationals. I had to revise our entire playbook. I saw we played Shockwave, and the very game, I saw their backer jump to a spot he should have never been in. And I said, "Oh, film on us." I thought, like, you got to stop in the league because it's hurting us. And luckily, we thought about
the days now, bro.
Luckily, we thought about
today.
that, put a couple new plays in, and we hit them. We hit them when they were like, "Bro, you didn't run anything we saw on film." Because I know all them dudes down there, and they're like, "We were not prepared for that." But you got to have some like bags in your tricks like that because everything's on film now. Like what you're saying,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
you have to.
But that's what makes flag football fun too, though, man. We get to watch ourselves. We get to see where we mess up. You know what I mean? It's not only like, hey, let's watch this team. You know what I mean? Because we play against them. Like shit, on a weekly basis, I go back and I watch myself. Like, damn, where did I fuck up at?
Yeah,
Where did our team
I
mess up
went
at?
through and watched the film today. I went through and watched the film today and said we didn't do good. We weren't good on first down, and that's a problem. Realistic, like if we don't fix that, it's going to cost us. Like we were not good on first down.
Quick question for James or Rob, one of y'all. The first possession, I think y'all start off traditional, right?
What you talking about for us with the Raiders?
Yeah, y'all played Phantoms, y'all start off traditional, and then y'all just like what made y'all just go different to get the best? But get the best pass rush off the field, or
so here's what I saw. Okay, I'm sitting on the sideline. Our quarterbacks played quarterback for less than a year. I mean, he was our center, and at one point, he was probably the nastiest center in the nation. But his brother, who was playing the back quarterback, got hurt last year, so he had to start playing. And the problem is the Phantoms got a good rush, and he didn't do anything to slow that rush up. So when I pulled him over to the side, I said, "Hey," I said, "you need to make an adjustment." And he was getting pissed because guys were dropping balls or tipping them or whatnot. And I was like, "Look, you're playing checkers. You need to be playing chess," is what I told him. I said, if you could slow that rush just a little bit, our speed's better than theirs on the back end. And they're going to be open because the DBs never got into a backpedal. They were just sitting and jumping. So just a couple little cracks, a couple of things to make that rush think opened up so many lanes. So
Yeah,
we just had to start playing. Instead of trying to do the same thing over and over, we just had to switch it up just a little bit to make them adapt, and they just failed to adapt. So we didn't have to change it.
And I told Jared before the game, I said, man, look how wide these fields are. I said, if we go spread, there's no way they're going to cover all this grass. And I told Wayne, we got to be on the screens. Everybody got to run to the ball. If they get the ball on the screen and they get a hole, they gone. Ain't nobody going to catch them. Because the field just was like stupid wide.
It was wide, which plays into our favor with spread.
Yeah,
but
especially in the spread. So, yeah.
I mean, it was hard to guard STV in that because, well, I mean, STV took 11 of our players like 2.5 years ago and started their own team. So, I mean, that's basically bulk of that team's Raiders, old Raiders. So we know how to defend their spread, but it was tough for us even because of the width of that field.
Right.
I mean, we know what they're trying to do, and they still got yards where typically we'd have shut some stuff down pretty quick on them. But I got to give it to June too. I thought you threw a hell of a tournament, June. Always going the extra mile to get the turf and stuff like that. I mean, hopefully people get to see what you're doing and want to come up to these tournaments now.
Hey, that five man was lit,
I
June.
appreciate it for the
That
note.
five man was lit, June. Saturday night.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
It was fun.
I wanted that experience. I wanted that under the lights. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's something else that I just want to bring that element. It's just I feel like small ball too, but I like contact small ball. Fuck that non-contact shit. And I think all those three fields going at the same time, that shit was super lit.
I just want to say one thing to the Chicago refs that was in the pro or D1 or whatever you want to call it. I don't know everybody's names, but they definitely let us play. We do not play how we played in Ohio back at home. I want to commend all the players that was in D1. The refs didn't get verbally assaulted.
No.
They got together and they talked about rulings on the field. One in
James,
particular,
you know
it
why,
was like,
right?
well, there was like roughing the kicker or just running into the kicker, which was huge. And then there was other countless calls. I just want to big ups to our refs because I know they get a lot of shit back here, but they definitely did their thing out there for sure.
And I think honestly, I really honestly appreciate you mentioning that because that's the first thing that every fucking team was in my inbox. Every team. And I don't even want to, I'm snitching on everybody. They're like, oh, they're coming down here. I said, but it depends how you hold the fucking standards. Like I delegate with my refs. The way I control the element, I'm going to make sure that you guys got the best experience. And that's why let's break it down. Damn, I gotta come over there and deal with the same shit. Then D3 gonna be mad at me because they had a couple locals and they might not knew something because they don't have that experience of fucking USFL Nationals. That's why I bring those guys that are on the big stage. That's what they do. And I know it's hard to come home and come all the way and travel and still see the same shit. But like I said, you saying that, bro, holds a different standard because it's just how you run your organization. And shout out to Steve, bro. Steve held me down all weekend. And the way we delegate, we had pre-meetings, we had post-meetings. After day one, we had a meeting again. After that morning, it was constantly delegating with the refs. And you see me in D1, bro. What was I? I was in every coin toss it was. Every coin toss. I was not having it. And I felt like when you delegate with your refs like that, bro, and just say, hey, let these boys play. But at the same time, there's a way to be in command to ask for something. And that's all I ask. If the players respect you, bro, and they're like, hey, man, do it the right way. You think there's a rule? A lot of people ain't about their money either. It's a punk ass $50. Oh, that's not the rule. Shut up. Put your money up. Let's go to the rule book. You know what I'm saying? Hey, keep it 1,000. You know what I love? $200 this week because motherfuckers thought they knew the rules and the refs were right. $200. Thank you for those teams for donating. I really appreciate it because I had me a cold one that night. You heard me? But for real, that's how you delegate. You got to delegate with that because everybody wants to blame the refs. Nah, bro, it ain't the refs. It's your team. It's your team. Be accountable. Nobody wants to be accountable these days. Be accountable. Stop fucking pointing at the refs because without refs, we won't have shit, bro. And if you don't know how to delegate with your refs and be in that atmosphere, that's why, man, you saying that, bro, means 1,000% because they let you guys play. They let it. And then also, those teams that requested, oh, let's not get a bunch of, you know what I did with my refs? I had 9 of them. I played dominoes with them. I mixed them up all weekend. So when you seen somebody that weekend, you didn't see that same ref. The only thing I didn't care about is that the Chicago refs were at championship game because that shit meant that was important to me. That championship game, D1, was important to me, and that's we had 4 of them. But they still was like if they were local refs here because nobody really recognized the same calls, the same bullshit that they seen. So, man, you understand. Going on that topic, man, I really appreciate it. And shout out to all those refs that came out this weekend and supported me and held me down because a lot of people don't understand the hoops that I went through this tournament, bro. Those 2 weeks, and D1 knows, and D3 knows, I was going through fields. It was still saturated with rain. I had 3 refs drop out at the last minute with family emergencies, and I had to jump over and jump loops. And to those people that stepped in to do their job, you know, at the end of the day, a lot of people, you know, look at the house outside, but inside, bro, I try to make it pretty also, you know what I'm saying, to make sure we hold a standard for them. And I'm happy that the refs came through and did their job. For the ones that missed calls, you know, everybody missed calls. This ain't the fucking NFL. We don't got 6 or 8 refs on the field.
Damn,
you
June,
know
you're taking about 45 minutes of this podcast.
You already know because honestly, I have to because you know
Let that man talk.
it's about this tournament. It's about this tournament, and I just want to make sure, bro. I break bread with everybody. I hold the fucking standards here. It is what it is. For people that want to shop with me, they know what the market they getting. You get what I'm saying?
Dude,
And they can go
Dude,
ahead and
he just
rewind
mad he ain't
it.
get no prize money.
I
If
got
he
Dude.
get
prize
that
money.
prize
What you
money,
talking
he
about?
be like, keep talking, June.
We got prize money. Prize money
we
in
did
rings.
too.
Yeah. All blueberries.
Hey, Bill, he can't bust your chops. You a champ. Tell him, dog.
We're nobodies, though. We'll stay nobodies. I'm okay with that.
Y'all my kryptonite. I ain't BBGs in 10 years, nigga.
Because I know you, Dave. I know how to beat you.
I can't BBGs for shit.
Hey,
Y'all got to move up so I can
so-
win me. Y'all
Hey,
got to
hey,
move up so I can win.
Sam and Bill, I did talk to Gio and I told him, I mean, Tap was a good player and everything, but I think that y'all got more consistency at the QB position where somebody's going to show up every week. And I think in the past, that's why y'all couldn't get players is because guys, I remember asking like in the past myself, I'm like, hey, is Tap going to be there every week? Y'all got consistency at QB and the QB just like, and he's mellow. He doesn't fucking turn the ball over and shit. Like, did he turn the ball over this weekend? Any picks?
Nope.
Hell no.
Nope.
That's crazy.
He's smart.
said,
He
hell
make good
no.
decisions.
Hundo,
You know what,
I came
you know
over
what,
a year ago, just because Tap was here. I was tired of not playing with like quarterbacks to win. To be honest, so I came over a year ago to come over for Tap. And I mean, I was with Jackals when we beat Phantoms up in Ohio a couple years ago too. But I mean, I'm here to play defense and play with good quarterbacks. I came for Tap, and Tap left, and then Vince is. I mean, Vince is a monster. Vince is a fucking monster.
What separates Vince from most spread quarterbacks, in my humble opinion, when he gets the ball, he's immediately putting pressure on the defense. He doesn't sit and wait. It's not a come to him. He dictates the offense on every single
He
snap.
takes what they give him to.
That's exactly
It's
right. He'll take a 3-yard gain over a potential 25-yard bomb, maybe. Like he's a smart player. And when you have consistency like that, you just said 0 turnovers this weekend. Like that's a huge difference in the game.
No, he had one up. We're behind. He had one. He threw
Did
one. 50-50 ball that was bobbled around. And played.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You did. You had one.
Hey, Sam.
We went 4-0, so it don't matter.
Sam, because of me, you know what I'm saying? Like Vince and Bill were coming in the wintertime in the indoor working, you know what I'm saying, on Thursday nights. Like,
We were working
I'd
out with Dave
appreciate
on
it.
Thursday nights. Me and Vince came over there.
Hey, so if you go do that with Vince, then you need to go do that with another Santa Claus thing because Santa Claus is doing a lot of picks.
Hey man, you can't help a motherfucker that don't want help.
Hey, Torres, have you ever beaten the VGs? Because I was just like you mentioned it
In
earlier.
regular season, yeah, not in no tournaments though.
I was
Cold blooded, we
remember
lost.
I remember we played you a few years ago at Nationals. I think you were on Cold Blooded, and
Mhm.
I just remember Bowski telling you again, and then every time after we beat y'all, he'd just come up to you and be like, again and again and
Mhm.
again. And I just want to make sure you remembered that as well. You know, just while we're on the topic.
It's all right. Hey, don't worry about it. I remember. We got one more nationals to go before one of us move up.
That's probably true.
Yeah, that's very true.
You know, it's kind of weird
Who's
too.
on the-
I thought for sure there'd be some wave talk or some Dom. It's
Well,
kind of
look,
goofy without
so
Dom on here. It's like
I'm
there's
glad-
zero convo.
I'm
You
glad
can't
you
talk
said
about
that
what's not
because
happening.
I wanted to talk about this Vince thing before we move on. A couple of weeks ago, I want to say maybe over a month ago, me and Hendo were talking with Giuseppe in a booth about Vince being maybe in the top 5 of this quarterback list that everyone was talking about before the season. His name was never mentioned in there. And we got some blowback from that by Dom himself, said that we were just, talking shit and just piling against him. But I said there, I've watched Vince play for a while. I've seen him step in when Tap wasn't, and I've seen what he can do. I wasn't trying to be mean when I said that. I really thought by watching him, Vince could be easily top 5. And what he's put together since taking over as the number 1 quarterback for VGs, I believe he's in the top 3 of NFP quarterbacks as of right now.
Trevor, just say what you want to say. He surpassed Dom. Stop bullshitting. That's it.
I don't even know if Dom's top 5 anymore. If I'm gonna be real.
As of right now, I would say that I would go with. It would have to be Padron.
So who's number 1? Padron.
And then I have Vince. What he has been doing, and he makes you change your defense. Like Sam says, he puts the pressure on you instead of the defense putting the pressure on him. He's kind of, every time he gets that ball, you don't know if he's going to run, he's going to pass, he's going to dump it off. He kind of keeps you guessing. And as of right now, I think that's the only quarterback in NFP that has you guessing. Padron has had a rough season so far. Crop, same thing. Crop has also been sharing time with Reggie over there. So Vince has been really handling his business. And he has been in my top 3 for sure right now.
And shout out to Josh, the receiver on VGs. I don't think he get enough love. People talk about top 10 receivers, but he been over there doing it with VGs for a while. And that man don't get no respect. I seen he won the MVP over there. So shout out to my man. So I just want to say, congrats, big bro.
Hey, James, and he plays both ways, man. I fuck with Superman.
Yeah, because I heard he almost fired off some people on Super Friends, but I ain't gonna say no names.
Yeah, we weren't going for none of that. We weren't going for none of that.
Hey, is this the same VGs that we played in the Windy City Cup years ago?
Yeah, it's the same way.
It's the same one, but like I said, they had Tab, which is another good quarterback. But I think Vince was on that team as well. Correct me if I'm wrong. Sam, was he on that team too when you played him?
Yeah.
So Vince has always been there. But he's stepped into the number 1 role at quarterback now. So you haven't played that team yet.
Yeah, they have. You got a Spartans uniform, and didn't you, like a green or something?
Nah, it was orange.
Yeah,
shout out to VG.
They're bright orange. You couldn't miss them.
Shout out VG's always been good to me. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
June, I'm just letting you know we let Monstars win that game in National.
Hold on, let me hear if I hear you. Hello?
You know.
Hello?
Hey,
Hello?
June, I'll send you the clip of the block in the back on that kick return. You know, when I had to hold it. I said it's in the past. Water under the bridge. You know, we'll just move on.
Who was that team that won Nationals at FFWCT?
They were decent.
That's a Maryland team. The Spartans, that's a Maryland team.
Yeah, they were decent.
It was Spartans, Cartel, and STV.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey,
Jeremy.
Sam, not throwing no shots at all. Was Monstars the ones that beat you guys at Nationals on the last play of the game?
Field goal.
No,
Like
that
what, 2 years ago?
was the goddamn Forest. We won't talk about that either. That was
No, Ad Gates or something like that.
Dick Agate, the goddamn Forest.
That goddamn name gets me every time.
Dude, I
like,
mean,
like Banana Hammocks did. Those names.
I don't know. I don't know. If there's anything worse than getting second twice and a third in between. Like
That shit sucks.
you know, and it's not like we didn't play our asses off. Like it just
You can ask Ty
shit
how it
happens.
feels.
Like, what you say?
I said you can ask Ty how it feels.
Just napped all day.
I'll tell you how that shit feels. Last year we played 7 games, bro. We played 7 games and played the Phantoms, and Phantoms came and they put us down. That was hard. We came out, played all day, played 7 games to take second. That's why when we came in this previous year, we knew we were like, fuck it, we gotta play, and we came up on top as national champs. But I think this year, VG, if you play how you playing right now, there's no reason why anybody should be in front of you. The only team I say you gotta look for is that Savage and Fury, because they were very impressive this weekend. You know what I mean? And they're gonna be there.
No.
I'll keep it real.
And the Canes.
So Canes are solid, but like this is what I'm saying, right? Like I'm gonna kick myself for saying this. New Wave can be something. Like if they could just get their shit together, they would be a legitimate contender at nationals. I just don't see. They're so young with no true leadership. But I thought you were gonna say them because
Jesus Christ.
they are a solid team, man. Bro, they have
Sam.
so many athletes. Give me like 4 of their athletes and see what this offense looks like then.
Yeah, put 'em in
We're
our
really
system.
good now, but yeah, I'm
Put 'em in
serious.
our
That's,
system.
that's no knocking anybody
Was
on our
that a
team.
recruiting pitch? Was that a recruiting pitch right there?
That was.
That was a recruiting
Yeah.
pitch right there.
I don't
No,
want to play offense
it's dumb. He bottom 5 and he not 5.
Hey, I don't know why. I think they should have went spread. New Wave. I think they should have went spread. Term they went
Yeah, they didn't go spread at all, did they? Or
I don't remember going spread. I saw traditional for the games I was able to see. And I was wondering because like they got athletes. When you got Dez, you want to get the ball in the open field. You want to get the ball in the open field. You got Miller. You got weapons at receiver. Get them open field. Dez make people miss. When you playing traditional and you don't get these guys in the open field like that, it's kind of like tough. And you got
Reese, Keon, a lot of them.
Keon. You got players like that's how actually when they beat I think was it who they beat Phantoms. They was running the spread. They gave black shirts runners run the spread. It's tough to chase little tiny ass fast guys. Period. I mean the spread is tough, and that's to the advantage. You go traditional, you make Dom throw in the pocket. Dom can't seal no goddamn line. Let's be real. He's short, can't seal the line, so he's not gonna throw no quick slants. You know when you go back to pass in traditional, there won't be no quick slants. He's not getting rid of the ball quick. He's gonna try to run around so he can see over the line. The spread, he has good vision. He can see the field. You can see your dad's coming across. You can see Keon. You can see everybody. So I think they should have spread for more success. I think that the traditional sometimes slow it down, and they didn't even go to spread at all, from what I remember. So
You know what I could say? I like Dom. Dom's my buddy, bro. But I think, he kind of lets some of this talk get to his head. You know what I mean? When you start as a quarterback, man, I don't care how good you are, right? Like, there's no way you should be throwing underhand passes in a close game. You know what I mean? Like, he's throwing underhand passes. Like, I didn't see the motherfucker try to throw a behind the back pass. You know what I mean? Like that. There's no need for that. Make a. You know what I'm saying? Make your decision. Throw your pass. You know what I mean? And he'll be top 5 for sure. You know what I mean? And top of the 5.
Man, I can only imagine how much fun he'd have in our offense. It'd be interesting. It'd be, something to see.
So smells like a VG New Wave merge, huh?
No.
That's what you said.
No one said that.
the hell,
I mean, that's what it sounded like you doing. You trying to get all their guys over there, huh, Sam?
I don't want no more emojis on here. No more. Don't do that.
How would you put like a gorilla?
Hey, a gorilla on the surfboard. I beat you, Hendo.
Man. Guys, you know what though? Real talk. We can't. We beat them one time. I think when it mattered at nationals. Like I can't even like they beaten us in the regular season the last few times. I can't even talk like that. But
Yeah, they're good. They're solid.
like I'm saying, like any given Sunday. But I also would say that if we showed anybody anything this weekend, it's check your ego, play your role, and shut the fuck up, and the rest will come to you.
Shut up and ball.
Hey, y'all got Q killing on offense, getting a little short shit. Q be killing. Hey, Q text me, the ring. I'm like, what I'm saying? The play line, it's everybody over there having fun. Q be like catching, man. But I be jealous. Like when Q and like Leon Brandon, I get jealous because everybody throwing the lineman now. I fucking got like fucked up knee.
Hey, Hendo, I think that's my new position, bro. Hey, Paysec threw me like 8 balls, bro.
Even James got a fade in the corner. I thought he was gonna. Hey, James, low key, James. I was hating on you. I'm like, this motherfucker catch this ball, and because I thought you had it at first. Y'all played Phantoms. I was looking like, God damn, he's gonna catch this bitch. I'm like, cropped on my touchdown. Hey, low key, I was hating you, my boy. I was glad they got the pick, man, because I couldn't let a line get a touchdown like that, bro. Like
Hendo, it's the knee braces. That's why they didn't want to throw you the ball. It's the knee braces and the goggles, man. They was like, he ain't gonna run.
The goggles. What's Brandon's problem? Because they don't throw him the ball at all. He was so mad you got that fade. He said, "What about me, bro?"
Hey, did you see the back of his jersey this weekend?
Yeah, Gates. Antonio Gates.
Gates.
He caught a pass with Phantoms. Like they was like, Brandon, he was like, I'll play with y'all. Y'all just gotta throw me one pass. That was probably his condition.
Hey, that was in the contract. He said, Antonio Gates on, and you got to throw me the ball.
Shout out to all the Black Shirts players that play with Phantoms. Big shout out to y'all. Glad y'all brought it home.
James, I'm a petty
next
guy,
time you play against James, Ty, you got to serve him for a good 3-4 touchdowns, Ty. Like you gotta serve him, Ty. He got you over there looking sick right now, dog. You gotta serve him, dog.
It's okay. I know James is all love. He's a teddy bear.
It's not love for Tony and some of the rest of them dudes. Nah, fuck them.
You know James was hollering this. Hey, that championship game, you motherfucker was hollering. He was
killing. He was killing this weekend.
I
told him on the phone.
Hey James, it feels good to get your leg back, don't it?
I know
the feeling.
Hey, I told Tony, I told Alden, y'all need to get the Gorels back, man. Y'all need to get them back. Give my man Alden some help.
Hey, who was blocking you, James? I'm just curious.
It was mostly Ferdy and Brandon. I'll play all the sides. I was trying to guess where Padron was going with the ball to try to limit those screens.
And you did a lot.
If Malik or Tay
hold on,
if they catch the ball, huh?
Because I didn't see too many doing it.
No, he was everywhere. He was rallying back. That's just the type of player that James is. He's never going to give up on a play. So
pure
you're seeing him everywhere. Yeah, he's so. We were trying to avoid James at all costs, to be honest, with the screens, because like he said, he was going to try to jump the screens. He knows our game plan. He knows our offense. And we had to check out of a few screens that James happened to be on the right side or the left side. So we had to flip it. So he knows our game plan. He knows what was going to be happening, and rightfully so, So, and he balled out.
Who's the boy that does the kick return for Phantoms? He's fast as shit.
Malik Dunner.
When he got shut down, he was eating the whole tournament.
Hey, so why did
when that dude got shut down? I think that's what changed the game. You know what I mean? Because they only could focus on one receiver after that.
Hey, let the record show. I'll hawk Malik down on the screen. It's on footage. I just wanted to be out there.
It is.
Hey, I ain't never seen you run so fast, James. I ain't never seen you run so fast.
Hey, I didn't look at your ass like injured.
You ain't gonna never see it again either, Dave.
Hey, before I go to bed, Jeremy, didn't you play with Death Row this weekend? What happened?
You did, Jeremy?
Jeremy was there.
Jeremy, you played with Death Row?
You guys want to ask those questions? Well, you had a team that was put together. It was a bad showing. I mean, we lost by a touchdown to Team 5. You guys came out there. You guys watched them. You saw exactly what we did to them at the end there to move the ball. You guys went into that spread and you did what you had to do.
You've been running the script for a year. We ain't copying you guys.
No, I didn't say you copied. I said you saw. There's not copying. That's not copying. And pump your brakes, okay? You guys are still out there. Let's not get too high. VGs can say what they want. You're gonna come back home. You're still gonna be on the bottom, okay? So relax. We can sit there and say what we want. I'm gonna give you your credit. You guys won this tournament, but relax there, okay? Yeah,
I'm copied you guys and watched you guys.
But no, I said you watched us. You had a chance to sit there and watch what we did against Team 5 at the end. That was a good game against them. You guys handled business. What more do you want me to say?
Shout out to another Black Shirt.
Hey, who else did you lose to? Hey, who else did you lose to, Jeremy?
That's all I'm saying.
So, yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. I was playing on that team. What do you want me to do? Pick against them?
So
you want me to say that? You want me to say I'm gonna lose against you guys? Is that what you're gonna say?
Hey, Jeremy.
I guess I gotta apologize and pick against the team I'm playing on just so I can not hear this the next week. I guess that's what I gotta do.
Jeremy. Now, Jeremy,
it's all good. Just trying to get messy.
Hey, Jeremy, we known each other for 10 plus years, man. When I called you on the phone, why didn't you just say that? Like, nah, I'm finna rock with Death Row.
First off, you asked me a question, Dave. You said, "What's Black Shirts doing?" You know I don't play on Black Shirts, right? So you asked me a question, and why?
I didn't know you didn't play on Black Shirts. I thought you were hurt. But you played. I thought you still played for Black Shirts.
Nah, Dave, you're overlooking the point. He said they had a bad quote showing. They had a bad team. Period. So. Just call it like it is. You know.
Some can say that. Some say, but we didn't play you guys. You didn't play us. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's because we won all of our games. You guys didn't get to us.
Over there.
You guys, okay, like I said, you guys act all you want. I don't care what you say. You guys sit there and say, you guys didn't play us. We won all the games. But if
Jeremy, who do you play for now?
You guys think you guys would have whooped us like that? You guys would have beat us like you beat everyone else. Like Death Row, they weren't that good. They had a bad outing. They lost to Team 5. But if we beat Team 5, you guys handle us easily. Is that what you're saying?
We didn't beat anybody by a lot. We only won by like a touchdown every game.
Hey, Bill
I'm
and
just
Sam. Hey,
you guys would have beat us too. It's okay.
Juju say y'all lucky he ain't healthy.
Who's Juju?
Hey, James is long top.
I'm just kidding, Juju. You know I love you. You're my guy.
Hey, listen, just like
wait, time out. Wait a second. Jeremy, that mean you still on Black Shirts roster. You healthy, you coming back.
I can't. I'm not on the roster. I'm not on the roster.
Oh, you got taken off.
Check that roster.
Yeah, hey, James.
So whose roster are you gonna be on?
Huh?
Whose roster are you gonna be on then?
I've been on 4TF.
Oh, okay.
4TF roster.
No, that makes sense though. Like you want to go play at the lower division, obviously. You know, get your dubs in while you can. I get it, bro. I get it.
Hey, when you get older, Sam, you gotta settle for that shit, bro.
I'll be 34 this year. Get the fuck out of here and get older.
I play in Revolution.
You're 34.
Bro. I mean,
that's cute. You're still a little baby.
Shit,
I'm 38. Come on, man.
Wait, time out, Jeremy. You was giving Wild Bunch shit because they played in a little kid league. And where you at? Come on now.
Hold on. Let's say this, James, because I wasn't good enough to play up there anyways, James. Now you want to change your tune because you want to laugh on live, so let's laugh.
I never said you wasn't good enough, Jeremy.
Hold on. So
I never said you wasn't good enough.
Talk of where are you playing, Jeremy? Where should I have been playing, James?
I thought you was on Black Shirts.
I thought, but I shouldn't have been because I wasn't good enough, was I?
I never said you wasn't good enough. But if you want to tell the story accurately,
no, that's a damn lie, James.
No, I know.
This escalated quickly.
No. But Jeremy, I do have screenshots of you saying if Samaj come play with us, you was gonna quit. But we don't really want to go that far.
You got
Who said I needed a double scoop of ice cream? I should have got that shit. And sat here and ate that.
Oh man.
Hendo, thanks for having me on. I'm going to bed. June, thanks for this ring. Death Row, good
You
job.
already know, man.
He said, "Death Row, good job."
Yes, he did.
Way to end
Good,
that.
good outing, Death Row. Keep pushing.
No,
Y'all wanna-
man.
y'all
Folks,
wanna
hey,
see
look, I'm more excited to see where 4TF goes for sure, 100%. Not talking shit.
That's real talk.
That
That's
Death Row
good.
shit.
Good to hear.
That Death Row shit dead.
Because maybe we'll maybe I'll get my W's down there before I call it quits. That's what I wanted to do, Sam. But
Hey,
you keep taking those L's up there in NFE while I keep taking these W's down here. And we're
I mean,
all
I'm
good.
not there. I'm not there tables anymore, bro. You know, I'm out here in the Denver league, so you
That's
know,
true. That's
talk
true.
all
Who
you
you
want.
playing with out there?
shout out to Super Friends. I've been talking a lot of shit about them today. Y'all did y'all thing. Come play in NFE though. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, all y'all that went to Ohio, there is a tourney out in Denver. It's actually very good competition. So, Windy City
The
Hammer
Raiders gonna be
supposedly is
there.
already signed up, but we'll see.
Raiders.
Raiders
Raiders
coming
gonna be
out?
there.
Okay.
Yeah, Raiders are coming out.
The best of the best over there.
Hey, who?
Yeah, I know.
Hey, Sam,
VGs
who
are
signed
talking.
up?
Hey, I ain't gonna
Say again?
lie. I've never played a West Coast team that wasn't soft as fucking baby shit.
Yeah, I mean that's actually a really fair. No, that's a fair statement. I've played 3 weeks in this league out here now, and they're not. I wouldn't say every team is like that. It's like, for example, I'll put it out there, man. The Bulls, like they retooled. They are extremely physical. They're hands down the best team in this league out here.
The Bulls.
Yep. They're
They
real
should have
good.
beat. They should have beat STV if that receiver hadn't dropped a slant.
So I mean, I play with a lot of those guys in a 6-man league as well. So no, but you're not wrong. A lot of the guys are soft out here. It's like I'm rushing against guys twice my size and and making people move because they're just soft. So I feel you on that. But no, it is solid competition though, and they get a lot of teams from like Vegas, even California teams. So just shout out to if y'all want to come out this way. I know there's some openings still.
We're on the list right now. We're trying to finalize everything to get out there.
Good.
I think
man.
some is going to Colorado.
Hey Rob, if James goes, I'm gonna go with y'all.
Bet.
Hey,
I'm gonna be a Raider. I need a championship. I'm going to the Raiders. I'm going to the Raiders. I need me a ring, bitch. I'm going.
Hey, you say fuck it. I do special teams for a ring.
Hell yeah,
Hey,
fucking shit.
I'll give you a heads up. You don't want him, bro. He tries to run everything. He's gonna take over your defense, take over your offense.
Hey,
Then you just keep losing over. It's
He's gonna be
bad. Don't
mad.
do
He's
it.
like, damn, for real? I'm a veteran. You put me on special teams.
Bro, he'll be
No.
calling you on Messenger at fucking 12:30 at night. Rob, let me talk about this game in 5 days. I'm gonna tell you exactly what to do on defense. And oh, by the way, I'm playing corner, but I'm the slowest. It's cool. Don't worry about it. We got this. We got this.
Hey, Sam. You'll never see me getting cooked out there though. Stop it.
Sam ain't got no chill. Sam, I ain't never know you was this funny. You always be complaining to the refs. I ain't never know you was this funny.
I got talked to today, okay? So I try to be tame here.
Plus you're like 2 hours behind us too, right?
Oh, yeah, it's only 10 o'clock my time. This is great.
Hey, who out there has some fire jerseys at the tournament? I wasn't there Saturday.
Super Friends. Fire jerseys. We got
Team
some
5 probably had some
I
of the coolest
appreciate
jerseys.
Jeremy, Ty, Hendo, everybody for showing up to the tournament. I appreciate it. I'm out of here, man. Thank you for having me.
All right, man.
Congrats to everybody, bro.
All right, June.
Have a good one, bro.
Hey, Sam. So when y'all go to
those screenshots,
I'm gonna give them to you. When you know Hendo was the op in our group chat. Sam,
I knew it was Hendo's ass.
See, Jeremy, that's how I know you just turned on yourself. You was like, I knew it was Hendo. That meant you sent it. But Sam, Sam, what division y'all playing in out there? If they do the divisions, are y'all gonna be in rec or y'all gonna come up to pro?
Oh, if VGs come out here, you're asking?
Yeah.
Hold up. I just want to make sure I understand your question. If VGs come out to Colorado, you're asking?
Yeah.
Well, if I understand correctly, the way they do it is it's a 100% round robin, and then and then they split them by record after day one, which is kind
Yeah,
of
you're
cool,
right.
actually.
You're right. You're right.
You're
right.
It kind of gives everyone like that. The one year we should have beaten STD, bro. Like we played them so well, and we choked. I think that's the year Phantoms actually won the losers or the lower division. Is that right, guys?
You said what?
Bracket. Yep. We lost. We won that losers bracket.
Sorry, I tried to correct myself, and it came out. We lost to the Bulls, so I couldn't say shit.
Oh shit, man.
All right. Well, anyways, I guess I'll go to bed too. Then I don't know. This seems like it's winding down. Jeremy's kind of done throwing his fit. I think he's gonna think about winning tonight when he goes to bed.
Yeah, I got all those W's that I'm gonna get down there for you. You know, what do you want?
I love
me
you,
to say?
Jeremy, I'll never forget. You probably don't remember this, bro. It was like 7 years ago. I came out to practice, and you tried to fight me over me saying we had a better defense than your team.
I believe it. I believe it.
Right. So I didn't know you were cool until recently.
I remember that.
Hey, real quick,
That was 7 years ago. That was a long time ago. It was a lot of W's ago. I can't remember all that.
Hey, real quick before we sign off, we got 3 games Sunday. I'm gonna go down the list, and I want everybody to make their picks. We did this last week, but that was fucking last week. This week, so the first game I think I got down is like Wild Bunch and VGs. So,
VGs.
Hey, we gonna change our picks now?
I know.
it's gonna
Wild Bunch. That seems to be the way to go. No, he's gonna win.
I picked VG. Remember, Jeremy picked Wild Bunch because I went against him. So let's see if this goes into fruition
Hey,
here.
Jeremy, are you going to Wild Bunch because you're going to get some, or does Sam make you mad and you're going to go Wild Bunch?
Yeah, I am. I was just gonna say the same thing. I'm going fucking Wild Bunch. I'm gonna be on their sideline too. Fuck Sam and VGs. I don't give a shit about your little fucking ring. Go fuck yourself.
Oh shit.
Oh man, hey. So definitely VGs. Jeremy, again, sorry you didn't get a ring this week, and I know you got others. It's all good. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm
VGs over
gonna keep
Bunch.
chasing those rings that I get out of a fucking Cracker Jack bag. What is it, a circle ring? You suck off the popsicle and you get the ring. What the fuck is that, a circle?
Jeremy sounds like a hater, dog.
Like I said, I'm giving y'all shit, you guys. I like the rings. Don't get me wrong. I'm mad. I saw James' ring. I liked it. I sat back. I screenshot it, cried about it a little bit.
Hey, Hammer VGs.
VGs.
Oh,
Hammer not even gonna have
VGs,
enough players.
and I hope Tat shows the fuck up this time.
Let's see if they even have a team, bro. It's sad to say that Hammer might not even show up with a team.
Hammer, they just got put off the map.
Hey, just throwing this out there, there should be a rule. If you forfeit, no call, no show, auto don't make the playoffs. Like that's absurd. That's my opinion on it. But moving on.
No, you're absolutely right.
Hey, who's throwing?
Yeah, some people drive an hour just to get to the game.
You know, the saddest part about that was they had all week to at least say something in the captain chat, like they weren't going to show up, and they didn't say anything.
Not. And they knew. I mean, not that Tap has actually been playing quarterback lately, but they knew he was going to be in Nashville for his CPD game. So like, it's not like it was a secret.
Oh. Well, you know what? The old Hammer team that used to win could do that. This Hammer team can't. So everybody continue to run that train on Hammer. Shoot, fucking shoot. So we got the Wild Bunch Phantoms game. Who y'all got?
I got the bunch.
Man, chill out, man. James.
The forecast got rain. What you want me to do?
Oh, the rain. Oh,
He said the forecast got rain. No chill,
you never know.
James.
It might
No
change,
chill.
James. It might change. Let me go check it. It might change already.
Hey, I got Ty going out for 3 tutties that game, man.
3 tugs, man.
3
And then I got
tugs, man.
I got Phantoms by 2 scores. They're gonna come out angry after this weekend. Whole team's gonna show out.
Hey, James, I'm gonna send you a screenshot. Ain't no rain on this. I don't know what app you're looking at. The weather channel, whatever. No, storm. You gotta.
Hey, you know it's shit. You know this shit serious if you actually check.
I just like to know what elements I'm playing in. I take the gloves off when it's raining. I know when to, I'm preparing myself for what I got to deal with.
Hey,
I felt like you were the only one who didn't give a shit about the rain, honestly.
I didn't care. Football players are going to show up no matter what,
That's
So,
hey, our corner said it best. He's like, "Oh, they ain't football players." He's like, "There's only one dude warming up."
and it was me. It was cold as hell. Like,
Hey,
we're in it. Everybody, both teams are in it. There's no complaining about it.
so when we went down to Nationals, quick story about Savage and Furious, man. We went down to Nationals and it was Sunday morning, like pouring rain, bro, pouring rain. Savage and Furious didn't even want to come out and play, bro. And we're like, that's when we beat them. We beat them by like 2 touchdowns or something like that.
So hey,
Like,
so Dave, to your point, Savage and Furious, they were up on Canes on Sunday. The rain started. Canes housed a kick return. Game over. Like Canes just didn't bounce back. There were dudes tied under the tree. They were so like,
yeah, so scared of the rain, bro. Like them motherfuckers was gonna melt.
I mean, it's Cleveland. It probably is acid rain up there. I mean, let's be real.
Hey, so in that game, I'm gonna take Phantoms because Wild Bunch. I don't know who their quarterback is, and after the showing in Ohio, I got much love for Wild Bunch, much love. But man, after stinking up in Ohio, I expect them to stink it up Sunday. Matter of fact, I expect them to stink it up for the rest of the playoffs.
Wait, you're not about to do that to Wild Bunch because I like Gio and Chuck.
I like
and
Gio.
The Rails over there.
I like the Rails.
You're not gonna do that. Ain't nobody sticking up more than Phantoms.
Who's their quarterback?
Ain't nobody sticking up more than Phantoms getting double dipped. Y'all not gonna do that to them. I'm not gonna allow y'all to do that.
I can't
do
have
that.
end of a double.
So you don't know which one was worse, huh, James?
Oh no, I know which one was worse.
Oh,
Everybody on the podcast, which was worse? Double dipped after beating the team by 4 touchdowns, or losing? Wild Bunch losing.
I'll tell you right now, I'd have rather been home earlier.
The double dip is worse.
Thank you.
I'd rather went 0-2.
I was there right home, Ty.
Ty, you're not gonna like the warm-up shirts we're putting together because we're gonna be trolling.
Man,
it's bad.
Hey James, make sure you bring me one. Rob, send one my way. I'm an extra large. I'll rock that bitch.
Hey, look at Ty's face when you say it. The heck, bring me one.
Hey, I love you, Ty. I'm gonna put your name on the back.
I'm gonna drop one off at Tony's door. I know his address.
Oh,
man. Well, hey, thanks
thanks
again for having me on, Hendo. I am peacing out. Hopefully, see y'all out in Colorado for the best of the best. If not, see you probably Memorial Day.
Congrats, champ.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, congrats.
Well overdue. Congrats.
About 7 years
all
ago,
right, champ.
Hey, so real quick before we sign off, hey, who's gonna be Bunch quarterback the rest of the way? Anybody know?
That's tough. I don't know. Probably Johnny.
It looked like it's been
Trent.
Johnny, right?
You didn't even ask me,
Trent.
Hendo, but I'm picking Phantoms for that reason. Who's even their quarterback?
I mean, everybody's getting their picks. I just didn't.
Ryan Gurrell.
hey, on Friday Night Lights, Booby can run it. He can throw it. He can catch it.
Hey, man, I thought dude that quarterback with the Bunch was cool, and that's gonna ruin their chance. That's why I'm picking Phantoms. I got love for my Wild Bunch, man, but they definitely need a quarterback over there. So quarterbacks don't win nothing. And real quick for my picks, finish it from top to bottom. I got the shirts, Phantoms. I got BGs as a sleeper team, whatever.
Bro, I
I can pick BGs. No, BGs don't have a chance. It's the shirts and the Phantoms.
I just can't take you serious. You pick against him every week, and now he's coming out of the woodworks talking about he's the biggest big VG's fan.
Well, I'm trying to apologize. I'm not gonna pick them though.
I'm tired of apologizing.
Pedro said don't pick them. I'm gonna pick them, but it's gonna be Phantoms or shirts. Wild Bunch without a quarterback. I'm thinking do anything. New Wave has fell to the bottom. They lost 4 in a row. they're not non-existent right now, and
Hendo, you a jinx. You was riding New Wave's wave the first 3 weeks. Now you on VGs.
Actually, I am a jinx because the way he started losing, I lost to bet to Germany on a losing streak, and I started picking against VGs. They was on a winning streak, so everybody I fucking pick. I just jinxed. So I'm just gonna. I'll let y'all pick. I'm gonna be quiet. Who y'all got winning? And who y'all got the two top in the championship in the NFE? I'm not gonna say anything.
No, you said top two.
Well,
I've been thinking it all year. Like I said, even though Samaj got screenshots, which I think is bullshit, I'm going Black Shirts winning the NFE. I got them going against Phantoms in the championship. If the bracket lays out, I think right now Phantoms and Black Shirts are 1 and 2, right, in the standings.
No,
So,
I think we're third.
Third, okay. However it lays out, if they don't see each other before the championship, that will be the championship. But I can see a Hammer showing up with all their guys and having a good playoff run too. So,
Hey, when's playoffs start over there this week?
No, 3 weeks, I believe.
3 weeks.
3 weeks. Oh man, yeah. If New Wave get their shit together, I'm gonna rock with New Wave seeing Phantoms in the championship.
Y'all just
That's if New Wave get there.
y'all just respect Hammer, huh?
Man, my man said the text message that came this morning said we can't even field 8 guys. You know what I'm saying? So
if Tap couldn't win a rec league, I don't got them beating us.
Good point. Well said. Good point.
I got $100. Tap don't show up.
What's next for the Raiders? What do you guys got coming up? You guys got your on?
We
we're going to Denver.
We got obviously the Columbus League. I mean, that's practice easy money. Take that money. We're up in Lorraine for their league. Should be easy money. And I got to see what we got numbers wise for Colorado. If we don't do Colorado, we'll probably do Atlanta.
I would prefer to do Atlanta. That's just me, but I don't count.
Man, have you been to Atlanta in the middle of summer like that? It is terrible.
So hot.
Do you know what the downtown is like in Atlanta?
Fire.
Come on.
I forgot.
Compound. I already know. but with that, I mean, some of the guys were talking about Virginia. I really don't want to give any money to FFWCT and those cocksuckers. I'm just being honest. I think Travis put up there. I think he's a bitch. We're pretty much we're gonna go where the comp is, and UFFL has been the comp, especially at the D1 level. So I like that. Just let you know. So we gotta figure it out.
Hey, y'all coming to Chicago?
What? So you found the one number?
Yeah, the one in July.
Yeah.
What's the dates in July one?
I think it's the 9th, right?
What's the dates on that one?
In July?
9th and 10th.
9th and 10th.
Honestly, I don't see why we couldn't. That's a UFFL, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see why we couldn't make that trip, to be honest with you. I'll put it out in the group. That's 5.5 hours.
Hey, Phantom said they want their run back. Bring that ass here.
James, David, don't speak for our team, okay? I'm the representative.
You can't beat now. You can't.
What'd he say?
I see no reason why we shouldn't be able to make that one, to be honest with you.
He told me don't speak for Phantoms.
Being a huge Buckeye fan,
see what I mean? Soft.
People want to do the people. I'm gonna be super selfish here, but people want us to go to Vegas or go to Chicago for that Labor Day weekend. But the Buckeyes are playing Notre Dame, and we're gonna smack that ass, and I'm gonna be at that game. So, being from Columbus, I mean, that's a big deal. So I think that one's probably off
a lot of people want to see that game, so we probably won't play that weekend.
Honestly, I hope you guys do win. Coming from a Michigan fan myself, so I hope you guys.
Oh yeah, this is about the only time we're on the same page.
Yeah, that is true.
But yeah, we're gonna. I mean, with our offense, we should beat the dog shit out of them. To be honest with you. So. But no, I mean Ty, hey, way to ball, man. You played hard. I'm at your corner's neck, Jalen Ramsey. I don't know his name.
You talking about D-Lo?
Yeah, he was talking crazy.
Yeah.
And
We'll
then
see what happens.
Got, and he walked to the parking lot. So
yeah, it was a lot of players over there getting naked, taking off their jerseys.
I think it was because of the rain, James.
You ever seen a man lay down, just take his clothes off before he gets to
our
the
little
car?
speed receiver cooked his ass for a tutty, and he
No,
and then
that
walked up
wasn't
to-
D-Lo. That was John, aka Joker, who got his ass mossed at the end of the half.
Who was that?
It was Joker, John. I think his name.
I'm not talking about the Moss play. I'm talking about when Cardo took off him on that post.
Oh,
And then took him the football and said he autographed it for him.
Oh yeah, he did give it back to him. He did. He did.
That's when he decided he was leaving.
That was the game winning touchdown, wasn't it? To really seal the deal, wasn't it?
The game was a blowout, John. I mean,
No, yeah, for sure. But no, they had a small chance. If they stopped you right there, they had a chance.
Yeah,
They didn't
no,
want
you're right. I mean, anything could happen if they get a quick score, for sure. But you guys played super hard, man. It was a battle. We enjoyed it. Just because of the comp level, I mean, physicality. We don't get to play that physical in Columbus. We hit guys like that. It's going to be a fight. Just reality. So.
They ain't going out there, huh?
Oh, man. It's a bunch of young boys that haven't played real football.
Well,
you can go there and smack a couple of them. It's a fight in the parking lot.
It's been real. I'm getting the evil eye. I gotta go. I'm a changed man now. I'm a changed man. I'm sorry. I gotta go.
Hey man, I appreciate y'all, man, for coming on, man. It was a good show, man. We'll be back at it next week, man. Same thing, man. So y'all take it easy, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Hey, thanks, Hendo. Appreciate you, big dog.
Yeah, I'll put that in the group, man. We're gonna try to make that Chicago run.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, sir.
All right, fellas.
Peace out, man. Good night, man.
Still.